has an unwritten policy referred to as the 60-day rule, which often prevents major actions in cases that could impact election results in the 60 days leading up to Election Day. Earlier this year, the Supreme Court ruled that presidents and former presidents are immune from prosecution for official acts, requiring Special Counsel Smith to file another indictment against Trump to navigate that ruling. But Smith argues, quote, none of the allegations or evidence is protected by presidential immunity and alleges that this was a, quote, private scheme. Brooke Singman, Fox News.
Drama in Japan, where a bomb the U.S. dropped during World War II goes off.
The 500-pound bomb lay buried under a Japanese airport for something like 80 years, at least until yesterday when it suddenly exploded. Surveillance video shows asphalt shooting into the air like a fountain. No one was hurt, but the blast left a 7-yard-wide, 3-foot-deep crater in a taxiway. Construction teams in Japan commonly find unexploded World War II bombs at their work sites. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
On Wall Street, falling stock futures suggest selling at the opening bell this hour. In baseball's playoffs, the Milwaukee Brewers beat the New York Mets to force a series finale today. Detroit, Kansas City, and San Diego all won yesterday to advance to the next round. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Lawrence County depends on WDXE News. On the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3. WDXE.
That's us, WDXE. It is time for the Quick Mart Hour with Keith and Kevin.
Woo-hoo! Hey, we're here.
Yes.
You made it.
I got to get situated over here.
Yeah. You gotta get your buttocks fit in the chair.
I got to get my feet just right under the chair.
My feet ain't fitting.
My feet ain't fitting. Well, you guys look bright and chipper this morning.
Well, why would we not be? It's a beautiful
Bright-tailed
day.
and bushy-eyed.
Well, yeah, it is. It was nice and cool outside.
Yes.
And I think Monday is going to be the turning day for us, really, for the fall day, right?
You think so?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be like 89 degrees for the high on... Is it Monday? 89 is the high, but on Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, the high is only like 70 something.
Yeah,
really?
that may be the day.
Yeah, I'm not telling the weather,
That'll
but I saw
be
the
the
weather.
day.
Hey, I like that song. We could probably get on that one.
Yeah, we could.
So last night, I watch a lot of YouTube because I don't have regular TV. And I saw one of these videos, celebrities that we've lost up until this point.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that a little bit today. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have you guys been by the Quik Mart this week?
I have.
Yes.
I have
All
a
right,
story
tell
to
me
tell.
about your Quik Mart story.
I have a
gotta
story
hear
to tell. It happened to me yesterday.
Okay.
Happened to me yesterday. I was at Quik Mart number 30.
Okay, Quik Mart number 30, which is by Tractor Supply.
Ta-da.
You got it. And it was on the window, right?
No.
Oh, wait, it
yeah,
is.
it
You
is.
gotta
It
look
is
at
on the window.
But
yeah.
I never pay attention to that.
Okay.
I don't.
I just remember that it was Quik Mart.
Okay.
That's why I don't know if he's lying to us when he.
I meant to
tells-
bring you a paper.
And by the way, nice people up there.
Yeah, they're
And
awesome.
Let me tell you, so I had a fill up to do, and I ended up with 15 cents off because of my fuel rewards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
So and I wanted something to drink.
Yep.
And they have iced tea in there.
They do?
Yeah, sweet and unsweet.
That's right.
And I like to do a half and half. Okay.
Okay.
And so then they got ice, they got cups, they got all this stuff. I'm gonna get me some tea. And so I go get my ice, get my tea, and put my fuel reward points in there when I'm paying for it. And she looks at me, she says, "Oh, your tea's free today because of your points."
Ooh.
Oh, that's
awesome.
isn't that awesome?
How about that?
Yeah.
That's the first time that's happened to me.
So what you did you go inside first or you go to the pump first?
I went to pump first.
Okay, so you need to switch that around because there. I don't carry a receipt out with me, but for every $25 you spend, you get another discount on your fuel. So it's always good if you're going to get something inside to go get that first because it may
Oh, I didn't think
trip
about
you
that.
over to the
Okay.
next level of fuel rewards.
Huh.
So, but you're going to use them
There's
eventually.
one more
anyway.
thing I'm going to have to remember.
Yeah.
Did you use the purple pump?
I did, as a matter of fact.
Me too.
I
filled
used the
up twice
purple
this
pump.
week.
I sure did. It was open, and I went, "Hey, I'll use the purple pump."
Yeah, so we have to, since we work there, we use the purple pump.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And that means that there's a 1 cent per gallon donation going, right?
Yeah, exactly. And here's the type of company that they are.
Yeah.
Is that the money that comes from the purple pump is from their profits, and so they're given to a kid's place here locally
Yes.
out of their profits. And when you go into a staff meeting, they say when you go to Quik Mart, go to the purple pump. It's like we want to. I mean, they don't say, "Hey, stay away from the purple pump. It's costing us money."
No.
They don't say that at all. They say, if you're employed here and you're getting fuel, go to the purple pump, and that's pretty cool.
It's not hard to do.
No.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do at all. At that one, it was right in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we try to make them where they're not hard to get to.
Yeah.
Those gas pumps, you got to get to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
So I went on a little trip. You guys, well, Kevin, I hadn't talked about your week. You had a Quik Mart experience too, didn't you? Or did you?
Well, that's what I did. Nothing quite exciting as Jeff's, but
Okay.
I did do the purple pump. I'd fill up my vehicle and my wife's vehicle. So
Okay.
And here's the
We did
thing:
do
when I
that.
finished that tee,
You went and got another
when
one?
I finished that tee, I had made it up to Summertown.
Wow. You were
And I went
thirsty.
in there and I said, "Hey, they gave me tea down at the other store."
Keith said you'd give me free tea.
True story. This is a true story. And if Jay is listening, he'll vouch for this. Jay Shaddix used to run that store years ago. He was the manager of that store before
Yeah.
they rebuilt it.
Yeah.
And somebody in their brilliance put a sign on the pump that says, "Hey, we know our pumps are slow. Come in for a free cup of coffee." And so I was up there one day getting gas, and I'm thinking, that don't sound right. And so I go in and talk to Jay. I said, "Jay, did you put these pumps signs on the pump about come on in and get a free cup of coffee?" He said, "No, I thought you guys did it." I said, "No, we didn't do it."
So he'd been giving
He'd been giving away free coffee for a few days. So it was, that sounds like something I would have done when I was young.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
That's good.
But
That's good.
But yeah, I got to visit our most easterly store day before yesterday, and it's in Manchester, Tennessee, over at the interstate on Hillsborough Boulevard, store number 12, if you want to know.
Yeah.
And so when you go that way, you got to visit a few stores. So I stopped in Lewisburg and visited the store there, and then stopped in Shelbyville and visited the store there. So
Yeah.
and then went on over to Manchester. Well, I had a purpose for that because I had a personal trip I needed to go on while I'm visiting Manchester. So I bought a motor online. I buy a lot of stuff off of GovDeals. And I bought a motor online, and it happened to be at a TVA facility in Raccoon Mountain. Have you guys ever heard of that or seen that?
Raccoon Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Raccoon Mountain's got this lake on top of it.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. And TVA generates energy from that lake. And so the power plant is under the mountain. And so when I went to pick up that motor,
You go under the mountain?
yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
They opened the gate and I drove right in. I'm like, that's pretty cool. You got to give your ID and everything. They stop you and you got to give your ID and they check you out and all this kind of stuff. And then they're like, yeah, just drive down to you can't go too far there. You drive down into the bottom.
Yeah.
And you get out. And I walked over to get the motor, and there's these big, huge turbines, just like Hoover Dam in
So
there.
you took the dam tour.
I did take yeah, exactly right.
He took the dam tour.
That's exactly right. And I think the guy told me that, at one time, those were the largest turbines that TVA owned.
So you had a dam tour guide.
I did.
Okay.
And there was no water leaking out of the wall or anything that I could see.
The what?
No. I
got to
took some chewing gum just in case.
Have you ever heard of Fontana Dam?
I have not.
Fontana Dam, It's over in East Tennessee or the Carolina. It's over there. I've wondered about if it was affected by, but we took a tour to that one many years ago when I was a kid.
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing. People don't realize where their power's coming from.
yeah.
This is coming out
And
of
like I
the
said,
base of a
them
mountain.
big old turbines.
Oh, they're humongous.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they had a ball valve, a shut-off valve that's sitting on. As you're going in, they've got it like on display there. It would not fit in this room. It's unbelievable.
Over at I'll give you a quick story. Over at Tullahoma,
Yeah.
at the Air Force, the base
Yep.
over there, the military base.
Arnold Engineering.
They are a power user.
Oh, I don't doubt
They
it.
have those wind tunnels over there. And when I was with DRM, we were doing a project over there, redoing the control panels, the control center for one of the wind tunnels. And I got to tour that thing, and you ought to see the electric motors that they use to turn those those blades for that wind tunnel.
Oh my goodness.
It probably wouldn't fit in this room. It's big as a camper.
Yeah.
Then there's more than one of them. There's like 4 of these, and there's a shaft that runs through them that's big as a tree trunk. And they have to keep that shaft spinning slowly all the time to keep it because of the weight of it would bend it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh wow. Now, see, somebody had to figure that out.
Yeah, somebody had to figure all that out, I was just
smart
I was totally amazed by that.
Yeah, I go into places like that. I'm like, where's the broom? You know, I know where my place in here is.
Well, listen, I wasn't smart enough to work on them. I was just there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand.
They don't want me working. Don't,
Was you the one that held the flashlight? Hold that, shine it right there.
Hold the light.
So guess what I got to do when I left here last Thursday? So, I'm going to let you guess, I guess.
Yeah, sample more food.
I did.
Okay.
I did that. Of course, that's always
Yeah.
going to happen.
Hey, and I did start when I got my gas at one time. I did try the Snickers brownie again.
It's pretty good.
That's good. That is good. I highly recommend that Snickers brownie.
I was at Quik Mart number 30. They had the display of all that food there,
Yep.
and I found the eggs.
Okay. Did you
And
get
not
them?
only do they have the little mustard eggs, but they got other kinds too.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
got other
really?
kinds.
Different
Yeah,
flavors? Oh, yeah.
They got different flavors.
You ought to see the chickens they got over.
I bet they're different colored chickens, ain't they?
Yeah.
By the way, have y'all seen the YouTube video? They got the two little girls. It's about that they let them go to carve the turkey.
No.
They got the turkey up. It's out of the oven, and they're telling them, they said, well, you got to clean out the inside of it first. Get whatever's inside of it. And they're digging around in there, and they pull out. They'd cooked like a little Cornish hen inside the turkey.
Oh, wow.
And so the girls, they pull it out. They go, "Oh my gosh, it was pregnant."
Oh. I would look for that because that sounds cute.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty good. That was a
That'd
pretty
be
good.
I have seen that one.
Well,
Hey, yesterday was CJ's birthday. So say
How
a
old
shout
is
out to her.
CJ?
She is 12
12
in the
years
6th
old.
grade.
Wow.
So I know she'll be watching this later. So happy birthday,
Happy
CJ.
birthday, CJ. She's going to be a businesswoman. I know that. Or a teacher, maybe.
I'm thinking more towards the teacher's line like her mama is. So.
Okay.
Because she likes to tell everybody stuff.
Well, that's all right. That's okay. So, when we left here last week, Sally took me on a tour of the commissary.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't been in that. I was in the commissary while they were building it, you know. So I've never been.
Yeah,
I haven't not been
yeah,
into
yeah.
it since they've been in operation.
Your first day, you knocked it over, so
Yeah, you're right.
you backed into it.
I don't know what happened there.
That's what I'd say too.
So it was like, Keith, your project is getting this commissary built, and I come to work next day and it's on the ground. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know if they didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, I think so.
So, uh-oh.
Somebody wants to talk to us, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE with us.
Yes. Can you tell me the number of the lady that wanted the surger?
Yeah.
Hang on just a minute. Y'all go ahead.
Now, I'm interested in that myself. Oh, sorry about that. He dropped the phone in case
Oh
you
my
heard that.
goodness! I think everybody heard that.
Hey, I do have it. Hold on.
What-
Now, a
what is
serger
it?
goes on a sewing machine, right?
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask.
A serger is a machine.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah, it don't go on a sewing machine. It's a machine to itself.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm right about that.
What's the little thing at the bottom that pushes the clothes forward as the needle goes up?
Do what?
What's the little mechanism at the bottom that pushes the clothes forward as the needle goes up?
It's the foot.
It's the foot. Okay.
I made that up.
Yes.
you said it. You said it's confident. I thought you knew what he's talking about.
Ma'am, are you still with me?
Yes, sir,
All right,
I am.
it's 231-9568.
Well, ask her. She's wanting to buy one. She'll know what one is.
9568.
231-9568. All right.
What is she going to use that for?
She's got one she's gonna sell evidently. This person wanted one.
Oh, they wanted one. Okay.
Yeah. You got it, hon?
231
9568.
9568.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
I had written down the wrong. I had 214.
Now,
Oh, how in the world did you get 214?
Are
Oh,
you selling the serger?
Yes, I have one.
Yeah.
What do they do?
What does a serger do?
Well, it's sort of like a sewing machine, except it cuts the material and makes the
Oh,
fold to do a seam.
Right.
It cuts the material as it goes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, hon. I appreciate
That's the
it.
only way I can explain it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like
Very
it.
good. Thank you, hon. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, I've seen the sergers.
Yeah.
it makes a fold in it as it sews it somehow.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just technique. That's pretty cool.
We got a machine that does that.
So I went to the commissary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's in operation. And so I made a observation while I was there. I told Sally, I made an observation while I was there. We just built it, and it's too small. Man, there is so much stuff going on in there. And whenever they were building that, they were putting all these roll-around racks together, and they didn't just put 5 or 10 together. They put hundreds together.
Uh-oh.
And I thought, I'll never use all those. Well, they're all in use. And so they had the cakes that Sally baked that day was there, and they were fixing those cakes that Sally made.
Oh,
And so it's a cool operation. If you guys wanted to see it one day, stop by, and I'll see if I can get us access to it. Jeff, you'll have to wear a beard net and a hair net. Kevin, you also, and I had to wear a hair net and gloves and stuff.
Well, that's good to know, though.
Oh yeah. It's sanitary. It's USDA certified, whatever. So it's a good place.
You have to take a shower before you go in there.
Well, there is a shower there. There is a shower there.
All right.
So I didn't know that my man Pete Rose passed away.
Yes.
I saw that, and I got interested in on the YouTube that had a video of people who died, and there's 2 or 3 people that I've given you guys pictures of that I didn't know died here lately or this year, but within the last few months.
Yeah.
Of course, I did hear that Bob Newhart died, and Bob was one of my favorite characters growing
He's
up.
very, very funny.
Yeah, and very dry sense of
Very
humor.
dry, very funny.
Yeah. Phil Donahue passed away. I didn't know Phil Donahue passed away, but I guess that's James Earl Jones is.
That was very recent.
Yeah, all these are recent. And Tito Jackson passed away.
I didn't know about Tito.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
And then Chris Christopherson. I didn't know Chris Christopherson
That
died.
just the other day, yeah.
So, who all was left alive of the Highwaymen?
Willie
Nelson.
Is he the only one?
He's it. He's the only one.
So what's that song they sang together? Chris Christopherson was the sailor, right?
Oh yeah, the highway.
Or was he the dam builder?
I don't remember.
One of them was a sailor, one was a dam builder, one was something else. I can't remember those things.
I would play it, but I can't. It cut us off Facebook.
No, that's fine. I don't want. Yeah, you're right. And then Pete Rose, of course. I think Pete Rose. If anybody got the raw end of the deal in his lifetime, I think it's Pete Rose.
I do too. I really hated that happened with him.
I really don't understand what happened with him.
Well,
he was coaching the team, and was he betting against the team?
No, he bet for his team.
Then what's wrong with that? If you're betting your team's going to win, is that not what a coach does?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that, but in today's baseball world, or in today's, you can take whatever drug you want to take, and then you're still inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Here you have, the Major League wanted to make an example out of him, and what they did is they made a lot of enemies to Major League.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're exactly right.
And because he was so well thought of, and hey, I can understand them saying, hey, you did a bad thing, maybe give him a slap on the wrist, but to just ban him from baseball altogether, that's a bad move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And did they ever put him into the Hall of Fame? No, I don't think they did because of it.
No, they did not.
No, that's been very controversial.
It has been. Yeah. I guess we live in a different world, but do we live in a world where there's absolutely no forgiveness? It seems like it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on who you are.
Well, you might be right about that. Depends on who you are.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah,
in some cases, yes.
Well, anyway, I have. We're not going to be here next week. I'm going to Vegas, and
we should take the show on the road.
Hey, you know what?
To Vegas.
We can take the show to Vegas.
I think I've got room in my room. I'm rooming by myself, so if you guys want to, I got 2 beds, and we can come do and we have a cot.
Is this an all expense paid trip, by the way?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm in.
Let's go. Let's go. No, what's neat is this is the convenience store convention that's going on out in Las Vegas.
I bet that's something to see.
I've been to several, and it's unbelievable. So basically, you get a grocery bag when you walk in, and when I talk about grocery bag, it's the canvas kind with handles,
Right.
And every vendor in the world is there, and they want you to try their product. So they're giving you everything. You literally walk out of that place with bags of stuff, and it's pretty cool. And I mean, we have candy for months afterwards and stuff. So you
know
get to
what
try
I've been
all the new
fascinated
stuff.
by with the convenience stores is all the snack stuff.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah.
But who decides on the other stuff that's there?
Like what other stuff?
Well, like like a display with fingernail clippers on it, for instance, and the stuff that's not snacks.
Okay, so that
Who decides on that
You
stuff?
bring up a very good point right there, and I spoke about this a couple years ago at the managers meeting. Have you ever had the conversation riding down the road? Oh my goodness, I forgot my corkscrew.
Yeah.
You know, how often
Yeah.
you forget your corkscrew, but you go in Quik Mart, they got a corkscrew. You know,
Yeah.
It's and they do sell those kind of. It's called HBE, but health and beauty.
Yeah.
But they got stuff like that because it sets a mindset while you're there getting something else, and you see a corkscrew when you're riding down the road and you forget
man,
something else.
I
You
got
know
my
what? If they got corkscrews, maybe they got fingernail clips, or maybe they got something else. You know.
Yeah.
And they do have. I'll vouch for this. I get sinus issues when the change of seasons come.
Yeah.
And I like their sinus medicine better than anything you can buy at regular Walgreens.
Quik Mart has its own sinus medicine?
No, they carry.
Y'all make it in a
they got
commissary?
a medicine rack there. No, we don't
They
make
do
that.
have. They do have.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah,
the-
yeah. And it's usually little blister
We've got
packs.
some supply chains coming across the border. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. We don't.
Well, they got the Tylenol, the ibuprofens,
Yeah.
and the
Right, yeah.
Advils. You can pick them out. Alka-Seltzers.
Yeah,
Imodium,
you're
all
gonna
that-
need everything you might need. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of a sudden, there's a nice watch. I think I'll.
So Sally does that. Sally, we actually have merchandisers that go throughout our stores, and Sally has a big say in that too.
Yeah.
So, but vendors will compete for
Shelf space.
location, shelf space, and location.
And some of them I
so-
can really understand, like sunglasses, for instance. Because
Yep.
if you're
Oh,
out and
yeah,
about,
exactly. Hey,
you're
I-
out and
I've-
about, and I've been guilty of that. Man, you forgot your sunglasses or lost them or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're without your sunglasses.
You leave early in the morning when it's dark, and all of a sudden the sun comes up and you can't find your sunglasses.
there's
Yeah, charging cord too. You know, I lose.
Yeah,
I got
then
charging
I
cord.
Charging
bought many
cords.
a charging cord.
yeah.
So
Well, cool. So, all right, they got candy. Do you have I would imagine at this convention you would have people who sell shelving and
Oh, yeah,
displays
everything.
and just every kind of thing you can imagine. Probably anything that's in the store, right?
yeah, so there's different tracks that you can take. Like our IT departments go in, so there's an IT track that they can
Oh,
take
okay.
and learn about the new
So they ain't
technologies
just,
in the store.
everybody just all mixed up. You actually have sections of certain.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's different.
Well, that would make sense. I mean,
Yeah, and there's different seminars that's going on all day long. And so I'm scheduled to go to 6 of them in 3 days, 6 seminars in 3 days, and then they got the expo
yeah,
floor.
You
So
have no time for buffets.
that's what I'm afraid of.
Ah,
That's what I'm afraid of.
Maybe if you could talk them having a seminar at a buffet.
That's an idea. That's an idea.
Thinking outside the box over here.
Thinking outside the box, we're going to need some qualifiers to win some fabulous
Are we gonna
prize
give
from
away a
Quik Mart
prize
Convention
today?
Store. Yeah.
All right.
Now, look, I know you're pretty saddened by this one right here, Richard Simmons. He passed
You know,
away back
that
in-
does. He was always had a heart of joy, I think.
Yes.
But I didn't know Shannon Doherty
He was a
died
good
either.
sport
Yeah.
too, because he was made fun of every time.
You're
was
exactly
there.
right.
and didn't care.
He made a living out of them 1970s gym shorts, hunting shorts that he
Sure
had.
did. Sure did.
Sweating to the oldies. Wasn't that his deal?
Yeah.
Sweat. And man alive, he did good on that.
Yeah.
Did you see right underneath that where Dr. Ruth died?
Yeah, I do remember when they announced.
Dr. Ruth, Lord, she
Mm-hmm.
was controversial when she.
You
came
better
out.
believe it.
Oh my God.
Did you ever call in to her? He's not going to answer that.
No, but I watched the show. Didn't y'all watch the show?
No, it was forbidden in my
Oh,
house.
you watched the show.
Dr. Ruth
You
Westheimer.
watched the show. I bet somebody wants to be one of our players.
Yeah, I think they do.
Hey, good morning. Are you wanting to be one of our players?
Yes,
What name?
Don Chapman.
Don Chapman.
Yes, Dawan.
Got it.
All right. Dawn. Okay. Dawn Chapman. Okay, we got you. Hey, good morning. How are you? You there? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Butch Brawley.
Butch Brawley. Hey, Butch, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Good to hear from you.
But you're number 2 today. You were number 3 last week, I think.
All right. All right. Thank you, man. And good morning. Who we got here?
Tommy Davis.
There you go, Tommy. I tell you what, we got.
By the way, y'all was talking about famous people that died a couple of weeks ago. Winfield Dunn passed away.
Oh, that's exactly right.
That's right. I did hear that.
I got to meet Winfield Dunn when Fred Thompson was running for president. And if you remember, I was mayor at the time, and I got to be the MC of the whole deal. And it was, for me, that was probably the highlight of my mayorship.
Yeah.
Is to be the MC for that event. And Winfield Dunn came and spoke at that event.
Very good.
Yeah. I called Phil Valentine. I said, hey, Phil, if you want front row seats, I can get you front row seats. He said, I'll be there. So,
thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, he came down.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to sing Phil.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mary Spears.
Mary Spears. We got you, Mary. You're number 4. Okay.
Thank you.
And good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Gloria Keener.
Gloria.
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 And do you still like my name?
Yes.
Gloria Keener. Thank you. All right. We need one more. 766-9393.
So,
I wonder if she liked that song when it came out.
She loved it, I bet.
Is the number.
Everybody sang it to her.
Good morning. Who have I got here?
Put on Vance Jack, please.
Oh, man.
My goodness.
Vance Jack. Oh, he's going to break the dice.
Now, Vance has got it made when he has somebody else call in for him.
Yeah.
That's money right there.
Yeah. Well, you give everybody our best, okay?
Okay, thank you.
He's out writing tickets is what he's doing somewhere.
Nah, you know what he does?
What's he do now?
He babysits chickens all the time.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
He's probably in a bunny suit.
Well, we've got our 6 qualifiers. Number 1, Don Chapman. Number 2, Butch Brawley. Number 3, Tommy Davis. Number 4, Mary Spears. Number 5, Gloria Keener. And number 6, Vance Jack. Bless his heart.
We got to get him in here one day. If we can get him between. This is right in the middle of chicken time, though.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, in the morning. Don't you feed the chickens in the morning?
I'm sure you do.
Or does he even feed the chickens? Or is he out getting eggs?
He's got automatic everything.
So he just pushes.
They're not an egg barn though. They're raising them.
They're okay.
They bring them up. They bring them up to speed before we can have chicken wings. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Really?
I don't.
I mean, he sounded so confident.
I don't know.
I thought he maybe had a chicken barn there for a second.
They have really these. He has a fairly new chicken barn facility with all the new modern upgrades.
Yeah.
And it's all automated, man.
You're right.
Yeah.
I guess. I know they got the fans blowing, and sometimes you can smell a chicken barn from a mile away.
You don't smell them like you used to, though.
Yeah, what's up with that? They keep them cleaner?
Probably a filtration.
I have no idea.
I would imagine.
Now, you smell them when they clean them out and bring them to the field next to you and spread it.
You got that right.
They usually fertilize. And
You guys want to start off with some just regular trivia, easy trivia, or you want to start off with some dad joke trivia?
Ooh, I don't care. I'm good with it. It is 8:32. The hour is brought to you by Quik Mart Stores. Keith and Kevin are in the house.
That's right.
And it's trivia time.
Trivia.
So we'll start out with bad dad joke trivia. Okay.
Hang on just a second, fellas.
All right.
That was a bad one.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry.
All right. Have you got your buzzers?
Yep.
All right.
Got.
What number are you?
He's
I'm
number
one.
one.
I'm number 1. Of course.
You're number 8. It don't show, you didn't wait for it to time out quick enough.
I'm number 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to be, all right, first thing. I got to get my head around this.
I'm going to keep score for sure this time.
I got it right here, bro.
Okay.
I think.
No, you don't.
My problem is I write with my left hand and Kevin's on my left side and I don't want him to see the answers.
Here, I'll hold him.
You hold him facing me right here, Kevin.
Don't worry about it. I'll keep score.
Okay. I'll make little hash marks with my right hand.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see. I'll do a J and a K.
Yeah, we got to do that.
All right.
All right.
First question, guys.
All right.
These are corny dad jokes or just corny jokes or questions.
I'm ready.
Let's see. If you're in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in, Jeff?
Second place.
That's right. You're in second place. I had to think about that a minute.
We're in second place. There's one ringy-dingy for me.
All right. It's illegal in the state of Georgia to eat this with a fork. Why? I mean, Kevin.
Ice cream.
Ice cream is not right. That's a great answer, though.
I'll give a guess. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti is not the right answer. It's fried chicken. You can't eat fried chicken with a fork.
Well, okay.
See, Jeff, you already got one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I got one. See?
I forgot.
What?
All right. In what country would you find a city named Batman?
What country?
Yeah.
United States?
No.
Oh.
That's not right.
Transylvania.
No, that's a city itself, I think.
I have no idea.
Isn't it? Transylvania's not a country. I don't think.
Argentina.
You're close. It started with a T. Turkey.
Turkey.
There's a city called Batman, Turkey, I guess. Anyway.
Sounds like a sandwich.
Yep. All right, next question. What's the color of an aircraft's black box? Jeff.
I think it's bright orange.
It is orange. Why do they call it the black box then?
Well, you know why they make it bright orange?
Why?
So they can find it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it beeped or something. You just walk right up to it.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
Could be that too.
I saw a show on those one time. I knew it was orange.
Did you?
Yeah, but they write on wire there. They don't, it's not like it's not a hard disk or anything. It's a spool of wire that they encode onto a spool of wire.
I have no idea.
The show I saw did
I
that.
totally guessed that, by the way.
Oh, well, good for you. That's awesome. You're a good guesser.
I am.
You're one of the best.
Yes, I am.
On
Don't you forget it.
On which planet does it rain diamonds?
Ooh.
And see, this is what I'm thinking that
It rains diamonds?
yeah. Jeff, you're going to guess. What is it?
It's going to be Earth.
Earth is not right. I mean, Kevin, guess a planet.
Uranus.
Uranus is incorrect. According to NASA, it rains diamonds on the planet Saturn. Now, how do they know that?
Well,
that don't make no sense.
It makes sense because they've got the ring. The rings are the dust, that little dust particles, and I'm sure there's some diamonds in there.
Well,
They fall out of the rings.
Yeah, fall out of the rings.
That's
exactly right. Fall out of the rings.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
They don't get them checked.
There's ring. It has rings and
Yeah,
diamond,
the ring.
The
Your diamond
fall out
ring.
of rings.
It's a diamond ring. Where do you think the name come from?
That might be. That might be the corny dad side of that.
That's exactly right. Kevin, you are smart. I'm just telling
Way to
you,
go,
smart boy.
Kevin. I'm giving you that.
Well, I need all the
He
help I
needs
can get.
one. Yeah,
I'm giving him a point for that.
I'll let him have that one. That was good.
Okay. There's got to be some tie to it because how would they know if it rains diamonds?
It doesn't.
Because if it did, would you not just send a probe up there and
is a
scoop them up
dad
and come
joke.
back?
This is a dad joke.
Okay. Well, some of them are real questions.
And they
Like
come,
this one.
They come from
Like
Massey
this one?
Jewelers.
Exactly. That's where they get their diamonds. They're
their
pure.
diamonds?
They have
Yes.
not been corrupted by the dirt that they're dug up here on Earth.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was the first toy to be advertised on television? Jeff, you probably remember this. Jeff, you beeped in first.
Mr. Potato Head.
How do you know that? That's correct.
Because he was.
No, I've heard that before.
Oh, have you?
I did. I didn't know that.
We didn't do it here, did we?
No, but
No,
I did
I don't
know
remember
that.
that one.
Questions?
It was in another trivia game somewhere along the way that I must have played.
He's just smart like him.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
Did you ever have a Mr. Potato Head?
I did not personally have one, but I had kids that did.
Oh yeah, we had one.
Did you? You have a real
I
potato?
don't remember having one myself, but I remember playing with them.
Yeah, no, when we growing up, like they disassembled it. I got the eyes and feet, so every kid got a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
You just got a real potato then and made your own?
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to, or you could walk around with the lips, the Mr. Potato lips, put them on your mouth and walk.
That's
around.
that's what I got. You don't need a Mr. Potato Head. Go over there to the cabinet and get a potato.
Exactly. Hey, wash your hands.
Get you a stick. Go play in the yard.
Here's a potato and some toothpicks. Play with that.
All right, so here's one. I don't say this word often. What is banned in public places in Florida after 6 p.m. on Thursdays?
specifically on
Listen,
Thursday.
I don't make these questions up.
What is
I've
banned?
heard this before too.
What is banned in public places in
Yeah.
Florida after 6 p.m. on Thursdays?
I've
And why
heard-
Thursday, I don't
I've
understand.
heard this before, but I don't remember what it is.
Streaking.
Streaking is not right.
Okay.
So I guess you can still do that. So, Jeff, you're not going to guess?
Bathing suits.
No, bathing suits. So, I mean, this is on my list of words I don't say, so I'm going to spell it Farting.
Oh, yeah.
Poot.
Pudding.
Putin.
I'll say pudding. Pudding's on my list. Breaking wind. I don't know what it is about that word. I just hate that word. And I think it's because it's in so many.
Well, you know, I was kind of born that way too.
Yeah.
Not to say that word.
Yeah, me too.
But it's pretty common anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, most people, don't think anything about it.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of words they don't think about that I do. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you. It's not a word that I use a lot, but I've kind of let it slip a time or two.
It sure
I
is.
just got that. That's the bad side of it right there.
Yep.
So reckon what happens after 6 p.m. on Thursdays that makes that illegal? I can't understand that.
There we go.
There we go. Jeff, I'm giving you a point for that. Oh, me.
Oh, we don't let it slip out while we're in this closed closet in here.
Exactly. People don't understand. We're like in a 10 by 10 jail cell in here.
Who was it? I think this happened. This literally happened, and I'll say the word this time.
Yeah.
This did happen.
Okay.
I think it was my wife who told. It was my dad's birthday. This was a long time ago, and she said, "I was going to make you a cake, but didn't know how to draw an old fart."
Oh, me.
So there you go.
So that's on the list of things that I guess on purpose. I'm sure I've lived with my wife for 25 years. I'm sure. But I don't do that in front of my wife, and I don't burp in front of my wife, and things like that. Now, she might have been in the next room or something. And
Does she do it in front of you?
I've never seen it. Never, yeah.
She don't walk up to you, pull my finger.
No, that's never happened. Never happened.
Say, come here, smell this. Does that smell like beans to you?
All right, we're going to move on.
You need to move on, man, before
When
this
did you
gets
eat
ugly.
bologna anyway?
We need to move on before this gets uglier than it already
All
is.
right, which mammal, that means something with hair.
All right.
Which mammal has no vocal cords?
No vocal cords.
In fact, when you think about it, you can't make the sound of this animal. Most animals you can make the sound of because of how they sound. But if I were to ask you how this animal sounds, you couldn't do it. Kevin.
Platypus.
A platypus, no. They do make a sound.
They don't quack. You get a duck bill.
Yep. You gonna guess, Jeff?
Gosh, I have
I can't even think
no
of it.
vocal cords. I don't
Yeah.
And it's got to be a mammal, though.
And
And it's definitely not human.
it's a
It's not-
giraffe.
A giraffe.
Yeah.
Holy
So if I
cow.
had said, "Hey, what's a giraffe sound like?" What would you say? That's not right.
We were just talking about the Nashville Zoo last night and going, and I think I was most fascinated watching the giraffes than anything there.
Really?
Yeah, they're amazing.
They got
Somebody's
long
calling
tongues.
to tell
I
you
know
they've
that.
heard a giraffe talk.
They're amazing.
Maybe this guy knows a giraffe sound.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Can I answer the question?
You can.
Yeah.
It's a giraffe.
That's exactly.
That's good. She knew it.
Man.
Thank
How
you.
did you know that?
How'd you know?
Well, I had heard it before.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We got
very
smart
good.
listeners, I'm telling you.
Maybe we can.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what we need to do. We need to phone a friend.
That's it. All right. So in the and you were alive in 1975, what word is spelled incorrectly in the Webster's Dictionary?
Ooh.
What word in the Webster's Dictionary is spelled incorrectly?
In 1975. What?
Incorrectly.
That is correct.
Is it really?
Yeah. I told you, these are corny
I'm telling you.
stuff here.
It's spelled just like that, ain't it?
Spelled just like
In fact, it's in every dictionary.
It's still
I threw the
spelled incorrectly, as a matter of
I threw
fact.
the 1975 in there to get you guys
Oh,
on
my
track a little
goodness.
bit. So, And that was a stumper, though.
My brain is getting bigger all the
I'm
time.
telling you. You got to get different headphones.
Yeah, I must have.
We're going to know the day that you start declining, Jeff. Because we're going to ask a question and you're going to be out in space somewhere. Now, see, a lot of these things are just silly, kid jokes.
That's all right.
All right, but I'll go to the other sheet. I've got another sheet.
So there's no more dad
Yeah,
jokes?
we need some more challenging stuff.
Yeah, you do, don't you? I'm going to move to more challenging stuff because it got pretty juvenile.
Yeah.
And I guess that was the word.
Hey, that's what we are.
Yeah, we thrive
Young
on
at
it.
heart.
We thrive on juvenile humor here. Okay, before the year 1577, what were clocks missing? Jeff.
Before the year, they were missing hands
That's sort of right.
or numbers.
No.
Missing hands.
An internal motor? I don't know.
No.
Use the sundial, didn't you?
Right, well, that's you're getting pretty close there, but it didn't have a minute hand.
Didn't have a minute.
So I guess clocks only had an hour hand. You
That's
only
right.
knew. I
I should
know
get a
what
half a
hour it
point.
was.
Yeah, it's
I'll
hard
give
to
give you half a point on that.
sundial to get the two hands. Ain't it? Get the two hands moving. Ain't
So we may be in trouble on this next question.
Oh my goodness.
What's the number one selling item at Walmart?
Number one selling item at Walmart.
Ooh.
Number one selling item at Walmart. They sell more of these than anything else. And I will say you can get them at Quik Mart also, since it's the Quik Mart hour.
I'm going to guess.
Okay, guess.
Drinks.
Drinks is incorrect. Kevin, you got a...
You gave the clue before, didn't you? Corkscrews.
Corkscrews are exactly right.
Thank you.
No, it is... I said I said we might be in trouble. We got this strike going on down at the ports, so it's got to be something that's imported. It's bananas. Walmart sells more bananas than
Really?
any other item.
Bananas.
Never would have thought that.
Well, I'm just saying that because it's on my paper. I have not
there you
fact
go.
checked this like they do the presidential debates.
Do you buy your bananas at Walmart?
Wherever I'm at. So there you go. Nobody gets the point. So I was. What is the only number spelled out in English with the same numbers of letters as its value?
4.
4 is correct. Kevin knew that.
How about that?
Did you actually follow that question? Wait.
I've not seen it before.
So you have 2
Have you
points.
for real? If you need to raise your hand. If you say it.
No, I got a chance to answer that one. Got a big head over here I got to beat,
Okay, so since you know words good, here's another words
All right.
question. What's the longest English word with only one vowel? The longest English word with only one vowel.
I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
One vowel.
And I'll tell you how many letters it is. It's 9 letters long. It's only got one vowel.
You might as well tell us.
Okay, it's strengths. STRENGTHS. Strengths is the longest English word.
Yeah,
with
I
one
was
vowel.
nowhere close to that.
I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah, you were that close. That's one of your strengths.
One
Yeah.
of my strengths.
Okay, so this is an easy one right here.
All right.
Unless you're a magician, it's illegal to own one of these in Australia.
Unless
And
you're a
it's
what?
a magician?
Yeah.
It's a didgeridoo.
Did you? No.
Everybody owns one of them down there, don't they?
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but okay.
What's that? Another? Okay, Kevin.
A magic wand.
No.
It's a magician? Why you say no like it?
Because what else do magicians have?
A top hat with a rabbit in
There
it?
you go. Rabbit is the deal.
A rabbit.
Now, we need some fact checkers on this show because, okay. What is the main ingredient in Bombay duck? If you were to go to a restaurant and order Bombay duck, what would be the main ingredient? Jeff.
It's a duck.
Incorrect.
Come on. You got to have duck if you're going to make Bombay duck.
It's not right.
So Bombay duck, that sounds like it might be Chinese, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Bombay's in India, right?
Oh, so it's Indian.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think is Bombay in India.
I would say it's curry.
hummus.
Hummus is not right.
Oh.
It's fish. Hummus is a pretty good answer. It's from that area.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, yeah. Fish. But you call it duck.
I guess Bombay duck. Maybe duck means something else over there.
Oh, well, I didn't think about that.
They're throwing a fish at you.
Who said this? I'm president of the United States, and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli. Jeff.
George Bush.
George Bush said that. And I love broccoli. But I guess that if you're the president, you can eat broccoli whenever you want.
That's exactly
Whenever
right.
Or if you don't want to, huh?
That's exactly right. All right, I got a couple more questions.
All right.
In Minnesota, we all know about Minnesota
Minnesota.
these days. It's illegal to do what in bed? It's illegal to be what in bed?
What? In what country?
Minnesota. That's
Their old country, aren't
Yeah, yeah, they're fixing to be. In Minnesota, it's illegal to be what in bed? Kevin.
Cold?
Cold. I'm telling you, it probably would be cold in a lot of beds.
they? Wet.
Wet is, no, but that's a good answer.
I have no idea.
Naked. So, you can't be naked in the bed in
When
Minnesota.
they gonna bust up in there and write your ticket for it?
I guess.
Jump up and say, hey!
Like I'm saying. Man, we're stumping you guys today. Quick mark questions are hard today.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's interesting. 8:50.
okay. Oh, so we got like 5 more minutes?
We got. Well, I'm just keeping you informed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Is that the right time? Because usually that clock is off a little bit.
That clock's off from the one that's actually we count on. This one's in my corner right
Oh,
here.
I was going to say, I'm looking at the flag over here. I'm like, what clock are you looking at?
He's seeing stuff.
It's over the same place where my map is.
That's where the map is. Okay, that's so funny. I'm going straight to Quik Mart when I leave here because I've got to have some kind of relief.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you ever just get a hankering to go to Quik Mart?
Can you get? No, yes,
I do
of
too.
course I do all the time.
And you know what's nice is that we get to go.
We get to go.
It's pretty awesome, ain't it?
And the thing about it is, here in town, it don't matter which direction you go, you can get one.
That's right.
Yeah, and you could be there and back before your boss even knows it. So my suggestion is don't even clock out. Just sneak out, drive the Quik Mart. No, I shouldn't say that. If you need your,
Well, Keith said I could.
if you need, I think we give doctor slips at Quik Mart. No, we don't do that. We don't encourage that either. But we do encourage.
Kinda
when
sound
you
like
get
you encourage it.
We get a hankering, come to Quik Mart. And sometimes I get a hankering around 2 o'clock and 3:15.
Yeah.
All right.
And 4:15.
When you got a hankering, what do you get?
You know what I get? A Mounds
Chicken
bar.
livers. Oh, Mounds bar.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say chicken liver.
I do love them chicken livers, though. But I get a Mounds bar usually.
All right. All right.
So-
we'll let you have it.
That's mine. Okay. Let's go in Alaska. You guys ever been to Alaska?
No.
You know, you can shoot bears up there. It's
To
a
Alaska.
good place to go shoot
Yeah.
a bear. But what is it illegal to do to a bear? You can shoot a bear, but you can't do this to it. Get your.
You can't.
Okay, this is a PG show.
Can I do a
Jeff,
You can't marry a bear.
you can't marry a bear. Obviously, you can because that's not the answer.
Oh. Wait. Go ahead.
Hug him.
Hug a bear.
Bear hug.
No, but that's pretty good.
What about make fun of him?
Make fun of a bear.
Point and giggle at him.
You bear bullies. Y'all
What
stop.
can you not do to a bear?
It's illegal to wake one up. You cannot wake up a bear.
Well, that would be kind of silly, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, who cares about the
Let
legalities? If
sleeping
you,
bears
listen.
sleep.
if you live through it,
It just
Yeah.
ain't fair to shoot him while he's asleep.
I hadn't thought about that.
You know, you got to wake
Maybe
him up first.
You got to feed him that marshmallow. You put it in your mouth, you hold it out there. And
Do y'all remember many years ago? I was a young guy, but there was a circus or a fair or something that came to town, and they had a wrestling bear.
No, when was this?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Do you remember?
I've heard of
It
it.
was in the corner of Rotary Park up there where we have just had the fair, and I went to see the deal.
Did you wrestle him?
No, I did not. But he was challenging. You could.
Sure, he was declawed and stuff. wasn't
Yeah,
he?
you could.
Okay.
And he had a muzzle on.
I was fixing to say, how did he not bite
They
you?
had a muzzle on him, and he probably declawed, I'm sure. But he wrestled anybody that would get in there with him.
Wow.
And he loved Cokes. They'd give him a Coke. I remember watching it. I remember watching it.
A lot of people from West Point show up.
I remember watching it. Yeah,
I think they wrestle bears down there.
Yeah.
they probably do.
It sounds kind of like a Lanny Hurst might have done that or something.
Yeah.
You know.
You think Lanny would have wrestled the bear? Listen, if he had wrestled the bear, he'd have won. I remember one guy though. It scared the way out of him. He was screaming, "Get him off! Get him off!" The bear had him down.
Oh, well, I'm sure a bear could probably step on you and break your ribs or whatever, couldn't they?
Anyway, he did not like it.
You know, Lanny would walk up and tell him the story, his naval story. He's like, "Whoa, I ain't find this dude." All right, we got a couple more questions. Y'all know J. Edgar Hoover, right?
Well, not personally.
So, I mean, what's he known for?
FBI?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
I mean, that was in Barney. Barney, the guy said, J. Edgar.
Oh, yeah.
would,
J. Edgar would really appreciate you and all your help.
yeah, he was really.
He wasn't a real FBI agent, though.
What did J. Edgar Hoover not want people walking on? What could you not walk on?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
I think it's pretty clever. J. Edgar Hoover, what did he not want people walking on?
The flag.
But no, that's a great answer.
That's a
I'm
good
going to give
answer.
you the point for that
That's a
because
good
I
answer.
don't want nobody walking on the flag.
No, either.
But what's the real
So what was
answer,
the
though?
answer?
I don't know. I might not give you the answer after that. That's pretty good. J. Edgar Hoover,
Well, first thing
he didn't want anybody walking on his shadow.
Oh, this
So I
shadow.
wonder if that's because if you're walking on somebody's shadow, you're in their space. And I guess it depends
That's probably
on
an old superstition.
you think like stepping on a crack or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
break your mama back.
yeah.
Devo.
Probably a superstition.
Gonna whip it.
All right, so I didn't know that this word was even in the Bible. What does the word matrix mean in the Bible? Have you ever heard the word matrix in the
I've
Bible?
heard the word. I've seen the movie Matrix,
I don't think I ever have.
but I don't. But it's in.
And I about be wrong.
Well, it depends on what your translation you've got. It could,
Yeah.
it could or could not be.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's look and see if it's in the King James, by the way.
Yeah, see, can you do a word search on the King James?
I
And see if
can.
and it's matrix, matrix. What does the word matrix mean in the Bible?
Gosh, it's in here 5 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in the Old Testament.
Okay, read me a verse that's got the word matrix in it. Can you get it?
Opens the matrix as in giving birth.
Okay, so what does the matrix represent in the Bible?
It's when the opening of the womb to give.
That's it, the womb.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's opening
that's
of the
the
womb.
answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's opening of the womb.
So I've learned something today.
All that openeth the matrix is mine. All that's born, it's mine. Lord says. the
So
Lord.
matrix is
It's the opening of the womb.
wow. So where
matrix.
was that at? Give us the verse that was.
Gosh, it's in 5 different places. But in Exodus 12, Exodus 13, Exodus chapter 13, it's in that. It's in Exodus chapter 34. It's in Numbers chapter 3.
See, I use a New King James version, and so I don't think it's in
Well,
there.
I'm a very dogmatic, and I don't mean to be ugly.
Yeah.
But I really don't. People should stick to the old King James. There's a lot of reasons that I believe.
Yeah.
For that, but
Well-
and I get in trouble with people that say, "Oh, you can trust all the other translations." I don't trust any of
I
them.
understand that, and I'm not going to get into an
Yeah.
argument with you. I use New King James, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, and I understand it's easier. It's easier reading. I understand that.
but you know, we were talking about. We got a couple minutes, and we're fixing to. We'll make it a last question, but we're in the Book of Acts, and Paul was on his second missionary journey, and he was talking about doing as you're going out with the gospel of Christ. Do things you have to do things that won't be offensive to the people that you're trying to speak to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so if you previously Paul says you don't have to be circumcised to be saved, and then in the very next chapter he circumcises Timothy.
Yes.
And he does that because Timothy has taken the message of the gospel to some Jewish folks who would not even give him company.
Right.
Had he not been circumcised.
Right.
So it wasn't for his salvation; it was so that he wouldn't offend. And I've got a similar story to that, not about being a Gideon. Now,
Yes.
as a Gideon, I go to Emmanuel Baptist Church, and we do use King James and New King James. But when I speak as a Gideon and I go to somebody else's church, I carry a King James Bible, so it's not to offend anybody.
Sure.
So the King James doesn't offend anybody.
Right.
The old King
Yeah, I
James doesn't
agree.
offend anybody. So
Yeah, I agree.
we use that. And so it's almost the same message that Paul needed Timothy to have.
That doesn't mean I haven't used others or look at others
Yeah.
or study with others, but if there is a difference, then I'm going to rely on the old King James.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know, because it can give you some clarification, a little deeper understanding, or maybe a different angle, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's some differences, and I used to know a lot of those, but I don't anymore. But anyway, we want to roll for a. Let's see who's got the high score. Jeff, you won today.
Well, then I'll win.
Barely. You barely won today, so you get to roll the dice.
He is better at dad jokes than I am.
Oh, he is. He's a great dad joke guy.
Well,
Incorrect.
Number one. Here's our qualifiers:
Okay.
Don Chapman, Butch Brawley, Tommy Davis, Mary Spears, Gloria Keener, and Vance Jack. And what are they going to win?
They're going to win a $25 gift card from Quik Mart convenience stores. And listen, you can buy anything that you want inside the Quik Mart store. Fuel, or you can get something off the commissary
So
shelves.
one of our winners is going to win. One of the 1 through 6. That's
Yeah.
good. And again, today's hour is brought to you by Quik Mart Convenience Stores. Keith and Kevin here. Let me roll.
I hope it's been a learning hour for
Look at there. Look at that.
What number did you roll?
Number 6. You believe that?
Vance Jack.
Vance Jack. Can
Oh,
you believe
my
that?
goodness. Vance. Don't come down to the station right now because I don't. I was running behind today as usual.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Vance has got to share it with us.
Thank you. Vance, go to Quik Mart store, buy whatever you want to with the $25 gift card, and come and share whatever you buy with us.
All right. Vance Jack, our winner today from Quik Mart Stores, a $25 gift certificate. And you guys will not be here next Thursday.
That's correct. I'll be in Vegas.
So we'll come up with something else. Probably be an encore presentation or something. Or
Yeah, I think so.
We'll do something.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I mean, you wouldn't care if we had another live person.
No, not at all.
I don't know. We may come up with something to do it in your absence.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't going to Las Vegas, are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
How come you getting to go?
Oh, I almost
No,
supposed to
we
tell
didn't
Never
ask
mind.
you. We didn't ask you. I thought you said no. I mean, we've got the Bacchanal buffet lined up, and
Oh, it's going to be great.
it's going to be unbelievable.
We're going to have the, what do you call it, Bombay duck?
Yeah,
It's
we're
made
gonna
out of
have Bombay
fish.
duck, and
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you for listening into the day
That's
show.
right.
We really appreciate everyone.
Somebody's calling. Let's see
who
who's on the
it
phone.
is.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Hello,
I'm
hello.
fine.
Yeah.
Did I understand Jeff to say that there was 9 letters in strength?
How many times did Matrix show in the Bible? 5 times, right?
No. How many letters are in the word strength? You
Strength.
said 9.
STRENGTHS. Yes, there's 9.
9 letters in strengths. Yes.
No, but 8.
STRENGTHS. No, there's 9.
There's an S on it.
Put an S on the end.
Yeah,
of it,
there's
it
an
makes
S
it
on
9.
the end.
There's strength, and then there's strengths with an S.
Oh, okay. He said strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an S on
With
the
an
end.
Oh,
S.
okay.
It's hard to
All right.
understand.
Thank you.
It's good to know that we're being watched.
That's
Lane.
right.
They keeping track of you.
That's all right.
Hey, somebody got to.
You got to understand, the stuff I have has not been fact checked. I print this stuff off the internet. And
Well, it's on the internet. It must be true.
Yeah, it's got to be true.
Yeah. I'm trying to say why the other thing's not working. I haven't turned us off yet because the other things,
We got to fill up some time
the
while
other thing's
Jeff
not
does some
working.
technical stuff.
Well.
But anyway, I'll get it going. Guys, we'll say
Thank
bye.
you.
All right.
See you, man.
Blue
Have a
Oval
good one.
City and Magna Company resurrected 4 rural hospitals, expanded